So Gower Cottage Brownies all started a long time ago. It seems very long now. It was 17 years ago since I sold my first brownie in the local village shop. Inspired by my love of baking, and at the time as a stay-at-home mum to two little boys, I thought it would make a great gift idea to be able to send out to all those loved ones across the UK. Instead of sending flowers, say it with brownies, and that's where the idea came from. We've gone from that cottage to here as you see it now. We've got 3,000 square foot of workspace to bake even more brownies, to bring more joy. We've had some incredible moments during the history, shall we say, of Gower Cottage Brownies, and we supply the Welsh rugby team before every international match. I mean, that's a massive highlight, obviously, for all of us, but especially my husband. So we started 10 years ago as a producer there, just selling our wares. From the moment we were actually attended the Abergavenny Food Festival, we saw a massive uptake on our online sales, and that was the whole idea, is to get the message out there. Once we leave the Gower, we're taking our products with us, and we want people to not only enjoy them at the festival while they're having a great weekend, but to actually get the idea of buying them online. And that's what we promoted. Abergavenny Food Festival, I can hands-on say, is part of the reason that we have grown so well and so rapidly, without a doubt. I think over the years that we've been attending Abergavenny Food Festival, it has grown from strength to strength, and it's been through some tough times, as we all have in the food industry, but it still manages to stay out there, and there's a reason that it's the best food festival in the UK. I have met so many people that have given me so much great advice, from fellow producers to leaders in our industry, and I will never forget the ideas that they've given me, and also the help and support. It's been truly incredible. The great thing about the Abergavenny Food Festival, for anyone who's going to come along and enjoy it, is it's probably without realising it, how much it is promoting food tourism. It really does showcase and highlight the best of the best. Abergavenny Food Festival absolutely has put Abergavenny on the map. Whenever I mention to anyone all across the whole of the UK, you say the word Abergavenny and it just goes Food Festival right afterwards. It really has given the destination a proper name, and then they come along, they see what's going on, they see the entertainment, they see the food, but then they'll come back again to appreciate the whole area. There are people from all sorts of companies that are looking out for the next new thing, or something that is truly special. And I know that Abergavenny attracts special producers, and that's why it is ultimately the place to be. I don't think there's any other festival in the UK that talks food as well as Abergavenny does. They're not afraid to talk about maybe the dark side of the food business, the problems, what's coming up, what we should be doing about it, environmentally speaking. They've been doing this for years. They've been encouraging the conversation for years, and they always keep that forefront in their minds when they're planning the food festival. For me, Abergavenny Food Festival have given us so much that I've always felt it's been really, really important to support them. As we've grown over the years, which has been significantly down to the food festival, we wanted to put more back in. So we've actually sponsored a specific area, which is the local producers area, which is so close to my heart. And so not only do we sponsor that area, we also have created a new producers bursary award. Again, another way of giving back, and a way that I wanted to be able to introduce new producers to Abergavenny Food Festival. Maybe for a new producer, the very first time they've stepped outside of their kitchen. So we wanted to help them hold their hand along that way, and what better sounding board than the Abergavenny Food Festival. We chose Fancy Coffee. What resonated with me was she was another mum and she was just literally at her coffee table, and she wanted to make the perfect blend of coffee for all occasions. Her passion came throughout. I know how hard it is to set up a company. I know how hard it is for the initial start off of trying to go out there to festivals. It's scary. So we got her along. She had a great time. I think she was kind of blown away again by it all, because you are when you first visit the Abergavenny Food Festival. She made lots more contacts, obviously lots of sales, but it was just a lovely thing to see someone starting on their adventure that we've already been on for so many years. For me, Abergavenny Food Festival is my ultimate favourite time of the year. I mean, it's everything I love. It is food and drink, fellow producers who have now become friends. There have been so many just fall down laughing moments when you meet your food heroes, you get the chance to speak to them. I've hosted many of them on stage where they're clearly enjoying the festival, as we all are, and that's what comes across. But I think that's what's made it great. These people that come along and enjoy, then they're accessible to everybody else who's enjoying the festival. We've had some great dinners where we are sat there and in walks Rick Stein, and to see my fellow producer is completely fangirling him is hilarious. But it's things like that that you never think it only ever happens at Abergavenny. It could happen nowhere else, in no other situation. And you just, again, have to pinch yourself and say, this is a phenomenal place to be, and why doesn't it go on every weekend of the year?